Guys, give it up to yourselves for coming out to the World Famous Time on the stage. Give it up a little bit more for yourselves for coming out to the World Famous Time on the stage. My name's Jason, and I'm gonna play a little music. So just sit back, relax, and get ready for Kill Tony. It goes 1, 2, 3. Then we jump in the water. It's just you and me, and these oceans of blue that surround us. This blue that surrounds us now. I'm a baby boy. You're my best friend Greg's dad. You, me, and Greg went on a jet ski group tour, but you and I ditched the tour so we could be alone. Now you're the king of my body and I am the god of the ocean. I hope Greg's not upset that I time over his fat ass, his tubby ass. But I'm tired of playing these games with your emotions. You are an angel and I fucking love you. Greg's dad, cool guy, sweet man, gentle man, yum 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 yum. Soft hair, kind eyes, sweaty back, thick thighs, great lips, fat hips, you fucking angel. We make love in the open water, and you start to hum a Peter Gabriel song. But we're interrupted by the U.S. Coast Guard, who informs us something's wrong. Greg is dead. There was an accident. Oh my God. And the Coast Guard asked us if we could identify the body. I say that's definitely Greg, you can tell by his fat ass, his tubby ass. And he turned to me and say, looks like it's down to just us, babe. You goddamn angel. This is another song, and it goes out to all the bitter, lonely, desperate, forlorn, dejected, miserable, cold, craven, blood-sucking people out there. So about Facebook. I stayed up till 5 a.m. again. For Facebook stalking my more successful friends. Jack's got a house, chains in Tangier. I made $11,000 last year. Your girlfriend's a 10 and mine's not even real. Facebook stalking my more successful friends. Jeff just got cast on an HBO show. I'm on my ass watching HBO Go, but I can't pay attention cause I'm checking my phone. Facebook stalking my You got 99 likes on a pic on Throwback Thursday of you doing hover hand with Helen Hunt. You guys know what hover hand is? Hover hand is when you, a guy takes a picture with a girl and he's too awkward to like make physical contact when he puts his arm around her, so he just hovers his hand slightly above. My timeline's dead around except my birthday. Also sad. And I haven't had a friend request in months. But I only get half the story when for Facebook stalking my more successful friends. Cause Jack's new house just got repossessed. James in jail in Tangier for writing fake checks. HBO got Zach Braff and fired poor Jeff. And Jeff's cat just got feline AIDS. Meow, meow, meow. Cause the worst kind of AIDS they all make you look like they're living the dream. But nobody's life is as cool as it seems. You can bet your sweet ass they're just as lonely as me. Facebook stalking my more successful friends. Facebook stalking my more successful friends. Hey guys, let's get some energy in here. Alright, so I got asked to write a couple of songs for Adam Sandler, and I worked really hard on it actually. I got a couple. He didn't buy any. But so the first one that I did, I was like, oh shit. Write a song, okay. So I worked really hard on this song, and I wrote it and I sent it in, and you know, I'm an idiot. I should have looked up on YouTube like songs from his last few albums, because he had a song with the exact same subject material. And that's the song I'm about to play. But mine's better. Now it's just Sandler doesn't do this, you know. I got. I remember I'm a young man. When I was just a young, I remember, I was 50 for you. Now I grown up to be 50 and things just ain't the same. Okay. Pink Floyd's still around and all their shows Pink Floyd's still around and all with their live shows and lasers. But all that 70s bush has been chopped off by razors. Where have all the pubes gone? so bristly and long. Used to be so free and careless. Now everybody's careless. Where have all the pubes gone? I got a load of trouble, trouble on my mind. So I turn on a porno to whack it till I go blind. But the girls in the porno, they all look like they're 9. They don't got no hair on their vagina. But they don't need my approval. Oh, fuck! But they don't need my approval. But they don't need my approval. They've got laser hair removal. The pubic hair of yesteryear is now for underachievers. Even tiny sweet old ladies are re-whacking their beavers. I got a question. Where have all the pubes gone? Did a wizard named Alopecia wave a magic wand? And used to be a prickly like a cactus. Now everybody waxes. Where have all the pubes gone? Alright. I remember the days when the cartridge matched the drape. Going down on a woman was like a rug burn for your face. Loins look like lions, now they look like bald eagles. Used to look like Austin Powers, now they look like Dr. Evil. Pubes are wiry and resilient. Pubes are wiry and resilient. But they're no match for a Brazilian. Now even men manscape their junk. Some cough up major cash for a Mr. Teacock mohawk or a Hitler dick mustache. Avitos and Cuban. Where have all the pubes gone? Used to be a jungle like the Amazon. Now a desert of razor burns and scabs. At least there's no more crabs. Oh, where have all the pubes gone? Nah, nah. Okay, okay, hello. Oh, where have all... Oh, where have all the pubes gone? Nah, nah. Where have all the pubes gone? Nah, nah. Where'd they go? Curly, swirly, bushy and burly, stuck between my teeth, shedding all the sheets, wrangled, tangled, down to your ankles, rough, tough, brittle and buff, tiny, shiny, growing out your hiney, coarse like a horse, bottom source, sticky sweet bush, sticky in your tush, really wanna find a hairy vagina. Everybody sing along. Oh, where have all the pubes gone? Nah, nah. Where have all the pubes gone? Nah, nah. This song is pretty long. Oh, where have all the pubes gone? Cool. So, who did anybody come a long way to see Kill Tony? Make a little trip. Where'd you guys come from?
Calgary.
Calgary, Indiana.
Alberta, Canada.
Calgary, Alberta, Indiana. Or Canada.
Yeah.
Is that the name of a film? Let me ask you a question. Do you ever want to die? Do you ever feel like death? You'd welcome death? No? How is that? Does that feel, yeah, you never want to death to just come at you. You're glad to be alive. And does that make you think you're fucking better than me? Thanks for showing the size of my dick to everyone. Ha ha ha, it's not true. It's not true. I have a 37-inch penis. In California they do yoga. In Russia they beat up fags. In Greece they wear togas. In London they smoke cigarettes. They have bad teeth and soccer is called football. And French fries are chips, and chips are crisps, and so is their style. Their style is crisp. Yeah, French fries are chips, and chips are crisps, and so is their style. Their style is crisp. In Spain they talk with a lisp. In Somalia they mutilate vaginas. And they kill baby girls in China. And in spite of all this, Honey Boo Boo's famous. Her mom makes spaghetti with ketchup and country crock in the microwave. That's fucking disgusting. They call it sketty. Get out of here. Get out of Seattle. In Seattle it always fucking rains and everybody wants to kill themselves like me. Just like fucking I do. I should move to Seattle. Maybe they'll like me. Maybe they'll love me. Maybe they'll make me feel less lonely. Maybe I'll finally, 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 oh, finally, oh, finally, oh, finally, oh, finally, 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 finally. Finally kill myself. In other words, get out of here.
Comedy Store main room for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Get up the Tony. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hello, good evening, and welcome to Kill Tony. Make some noise for the great Brian Redband, everyone. What's up? Brian J. Eagles here, trying tonight's episode. Oh, yes. Comedians, are you out there? Make some noise, you fucks. The opportunity of a goddamn lifetime. Bucket of Destiny is here. A lot of fun stuff happening. Brian, in very soon we're going to be announcing, I'm just going to put a little teaser out there. I'm just going to say, we're going to be, in the future here, very shortly, announcing some major Kill Tony road dates.
Yes.
Wow. Josh Martin's here, everybody, the producer. People hate Josh.
Also this week, if you're listening to this live, I'm going to be in Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio, and Pittsburgh. Go to DeathSquad.tv, click on tour dates.
And I'm going to be in La Jolla this weekend in Australia from November 22nd to the 30th. Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane, all of Thanksgiving I'm spending in Australia. A lot of other fun dates coming up at TonyHinchcliffe.com. That's all good and dandy. I think we can keep it moving.
Okay.
Let's just jump right into it. Shout out to LA Speedweed. Who loves marijuana? We love marijuana too. We have a short table and 3 guests. I'm going to bring out tonight's guests, everybody. Every single week, I guarantee you, some of the funniest comedians this week, of course. No different. Put your hands together for the Sklar Brothers and Punky Johnson. Wow. Sklar Brothers, some of our favorite guests. Yes. Yeah, you guys go down there. You guys go down there. Punky, this is her first time on the panel, but one of the newest regulars of the Comedy Store. Like a lot of my favorite people, a true Comedy Store comic, built up from the darkness as an employee.
Is that racist? Wow. Weird to say.
The darkness. Wow.
Uncomfortable.
I accidentally said darkness.
Wow.
I'm used to it.
She's used to it.
Punky, you excited? You have organic grapes that you've brought with you?
That's right, they better be. It was $9.
Yeah, really is. $8. You go to Whole Foods. Look at you. You really are a paid
Oh my
regular.
God, they bitch.
Sklar Brothers, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
It's the fucking Sklar Brothers, everybody. Don't be silly. You don't know what's about to happen to you?
You better recognize.
I'm excited you guys are back. I'm excited about everything. This is a fucking fast-moving episode so far. I'm excited.
Yes.
Let's bring up the band, shall we?
Let's do it.
The only part we're missing, it's my favorite band in the world. It's the best goddamn band in the land. It's the Kill Tony Band. Pat Reagan, Jeremiah Watkins, Joel Jimenez, and Chris Chroma, the bass player.
And no Jeremiah.
No Jeremiah?
No, Jeremiah's on the road, dude.
That's funny. Pretty sure I saw him in the hallway. Let's see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Jeremiah Watkins. What the fuck? Obviously, they are the Beastie Boys. This one, it's not going to take me multiple guesses. Every single week, they commit to different characters if you don't know. How many of you have listened to an episode of Kill Tony before in your life? It's the motherfucking band. Clearly the Beastie Boys tonight. Am I correct?
How you doing, Ad Rock? I thought you were dead. Yeah, right?
I'm Ed Rock!
How you doing, Yelp? Are you alright?
Who's the other guy? Who's the guy with the saxophone?
That's Adam Yauch, who died a few years ago. Yeah, you look great. Back from the grave!
Wow. So you guys are going to be the Beastie Boys the whole time?
Yo! Pretty sure the Beast Boys have never said that. Mike D on the drums. How you doing, Mike D? Oh, shit. Yeah. Extra large.
Holy shit. Well, that seems like it's going to be pretty tough to do an hour and a half as the Beastie Boys.
Yep! Uh-oh.
Holy fucking shit. You guys ready to start this crazy ass show or what? I have a bucket with like fucking, I don't know, maybe like 70 or 80 fucking names in it. People sign up for the opportunity to get pulled out of the bucket and perform 60 uninterrupted seconds in front of this amazing audience here at the world famous Comedy Store, and of course, the hundreds of thousands around the globe. You get 60 seconds, you know your time's up when you hear the sound of a kitten. Aw, that means wrap it up then, or else you're gonna bring out the angry West Hollywood bear.
Fucking kid! Gonna have a bad time.
What the fuck? When the show is supposed to... Alright, there it is. There it is. Format.
Yeah.
You guys ready to start this fucking show or what? It's episode 238 of Kill Tony. For those of you paying attention on your Kill Tony bingo cards, let's just jump right into it. I pulled a name out. Ooh, in parentheses it says, from out of town. Put your hands together for Tara Brown. Oh shit. I'm immediately excited. Come on, make some noise for Tara Brown, everybody!
Good evening. So I've been on a pretty bad dating run as of late. I went out to the movies with a guy, and once the lights went down, he proceeded to pull out a bag of cocaine and snort it right there in the theater. Now, oddly enough, you'd have thought that would have been a thing to offend me, but it wasn't. I'm like, hey, to each his own. I was more taken aback by the fact that he didn't offer anybody. I had shared my goobers earlier in the night, and that was a hardship on me. The brother has a drug problem, he can get help for that. Not sharing your stuff is selfish, that's a character flaw. And then, you know, I'm finding too that guys don't tend to follow up. You know, I one time looked at a guy, he looked at me, I smiled, he smiled, and he kept staring. The problem with that is I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. And where I'm from, if you look at someone continuously for more than 3 seconds, that constitutes a threat. So at that point, you either need to rob me or ask me for my phone number, but you gotta make a move somehow. Thank you, everybody.
Don't step up on her like that. Do not.
Tara, you are adorable. How long have you been doing stand-up?
For 3.5 years.
Where at?
At the Comedy Zone, mainly in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, no doubt. Mike Hall. Mike Hall. The guy who runs that club is amazing. He's like got the hookup. Mike Hall, everywhere.
Yes,
he's like, you guys want to go to this museum? Go to this museum, that'd be great. And we're like, yeah. He's like, I can get you there after hours. You guys want pastries? Go to this page. You guys want to go do a NASCAR ride? That's good. You guys want to jerk off a giraffe? We're like, whoa, hey, whoa.
I wasn't offered that. So.
Oh, you weren't offered that? No. You've never done that?
No.
So he's not sharing either. Oh, all right. All right. Did you say you're from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
No sleep. There we go.
I cannot believe that just happened. What are the absolute fucking odds of that?
It's amazing.
It's a 10-star fucking Beastie Boys joke. Just a layup. It was just all you had to do was dunk it.
It was right there.
Holy shit.
I like the cocaine sharing joke. Can we get into that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. You did it.
First of all, great job in keeping it tight. You had a nice beginning, a middle, and an end, but I love the cocaine sharing joke. Did not expect that. That was great. I love it. And that's a good point. If he's not sharing his stuff. Did that really happen?
It did.
It did?
It really did.
And how much longer did the date go on after that?
Not much longer.
Did you sleep with him?
No.
What was the movie?
Actually, it was Tougher Than Leather. That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
Run DMC, remember that?
Oh yeah. So it was a concert movie.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
It wasn't.
Well, you need coke for that because there's not a good story.
A lot of plots
in that.
That's an interesting thing, cocaine at a movie theater. That doesn't sound like that'd be that much fun.
No, it was the first for me. I'd never seen it. Yeah.
Well, I've done it.
Oh.
She did it during The Incredibles. It's a children's movie.
But I share it though. I mean, I'm, you know, if I get it, I make sure I get enough for everybody to take.
Isn't cocaine though a selfish drug? He pulls out cocaine and it's like, that's, you know, weed means we're gonna party all this.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I mean, meth, you're like, you don't have enough teeth to do this. Yeah.
How long are you visiting Los Angeles for?
Actually, just till Wednesday.
Just till Wednesday. How long have you been here?
Got in yesterday. I'm here for a work event. In my daytime life, I do PR. So, it's here for a work event and wanted to get on stage while I was here.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Are you with anyone right now or no?
What do you mean?
Boyfriend?
No.
Man? No.
No.
But looking?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo! Oh, come on, yo. You're dead, man.
Threesomes, one-night stands?
Just one at a time. I can only do one at a time.
Why are you so certain about one at a time? You say that with such, I mean, you're positive.
I'm 48. I don't have a lot of energy. I just...
One at a time. She's like that. She's like a club in capacity. One in, one out.
You don't have a steady hookup in
Charlotte?
Charlotte?
No. You know someone? Look me up?
Wait, I was talking about like that you have sex with.
No.
Oh.
I was gonna say,
what were we talking about? Pot or something?
No. I thought I was gonna say Jeremy Lin.
Oh.
That's a basketball joke.
I think he's moved on.
Yeah, he has moved on.
He's with Brooklyn.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyone from Brooklyn? Brooklyn!
Tara, what do you do for fun? What it's like a hobby or something that you like to do or?
I don't know if it's fun. I write, I do this, and the comedy is just really honestly what I'm doing for fun these days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fun. Anything else for fun?
No, I'm pretty boring actually.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit.
You watch TV a lot?
I do watch TV.
What's your favorite stuff to watch?
This Is Us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray-Ban. Jesus Christ.
That's so amazing. No.
All right, what else? Name something else.
All right,
D-Lo.
Ray Donovan.
Man, you like super white shows.
Ray Donovan? Are you talking about Ray Donovan with Liv Schreiber?
Yeah.
Liv Schreiber, the lead role?
The only thing whiter than the show she watches is the coke that guy took out of and literally share.
All right, well.
All right, if Ray Donovan's number 2, I gotta ask, what's your third favorite? I don't even know what This Is Us is, by the way.
This Is Us.
You don't really?
What is it?
What's your? What? It's an NBC show. Do you watch porn or no?
No, I do not.
You do not watch porn.
Yeah.
I thought you was fun, bitch.
Why are you hating?
Don't hate on her.
Don't hate on me like
No, I
that.
like it. She's a,
You know what they say when you're young, you know, you usually pick on the girls that you like. Come here with your fine ass. Come here.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know, you shit coke, you might be alright.
Wow, that's not all she shows.
Folks.
All right, Tara. Well, you're so lovely.
Well, thank you.
Hopefully, we'll all see you in.
Yeah, are you getting time? You doing time up at the Comedy Zone? You
I
are.
do, yes, I do.
Do you feel like open and feature
I
for
open
excellence?
and feature. I
Good
do.
for you.
Yes.
Good. Yes. Good.
They go
Right.
there.
Great. That is awesome.
Thank you for
There
that.
she goes, Tara Brown. Tara Brown Comedy on Twitter. Fuck yeah, Tara. That's fun. Oh shit.
What could Brown do for you?
Punky just thanked her mother for her performance. I just heard her say thanks for not mentioning my mom.
Mama knew.
Really? She
Your mom
is.
is 48.
His mom is 48. Fun fact for you. All right, pulled another name out of the bucket. Put your hands together for Jordan Perry. He's really confident, Jordan. Jordan Perry, everybody.
All right, how we doing? I'm gonna go ahead and try and connect with the crowd. Anybody else besides the last comic snorting cocaine? All right, what are the odds? I'm trying to stop sniffing cocaine. I don't know about you guys. It's addicting. It's weird. Like, you ever snort so much cocaine you start talking like the villain from the first Men in Black movie? You're just like, excuse me. Excuse me. Do you think I could get just a bump of your yayo, perhaps? Just a little bit, just for me. I'm the only one, okay. That's right. I'll do that much cocaine, like I'll still like try and holler at a bad bitch. I don't care, man. I'll just see a girl, okay, well, I'll do the rest. I'll see a girl and I'll just be like, that's exactly what I do. How'd you know, right there?
I thought that was his impression. I was like, holy shit. Unbelievable. This guy's now throwing his voice into Red Band's computer.
Very, very talented.
Michael Winslow 2.0.
Jordan Perry, welcome. This is your first time on the show?
This is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
5 years.
Where you from?
Georgia, Marietta, Georgia.
There you go.
Do you do mostly impressions or no?
No, that's like the only impression I do.
Did you write that 5 years ago when Men in Black 2 came out?
No, I wrote it like a year ago. It's just a good movie, man.
I just don't remember the bad guy too much in that.
Really?
Oh, I remember that guy.
Who was the bad guy?
I think it was Will Smith.
That was the black guy, not the bad guy.
I think not the bad guy. Good. Come on now.
Men in Black Lives Matter!
Something else the Beastie Boys never said.
So now you live in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
For how long?
About 3 years now.
How do you make a living?
Well, I'm about to start working at Harry Potter World.
Yes! It's nice to do cocaine all the time. If you're not doing cocaine at Harry Potter World, get the fuck out. Get the fuck off the butterbeer, bitches. That's crazy. That's gonna be fun.
No, it won't be.
What are you gonna do on the Harry Potter?
I'm gonna be a ride operator for a Flight of the Hippogriff. What's laughing at?
I'm taking my kids there. I fucking love it.
Fucking fag.
Well,
Yes. And if ever that phrase made sense, it's me taking my kids there.
well, when you take your kids there and you know that they're on that ride, just know that the operator
It's kind of
cocaine.
That's right.
Yeah. The kids are sick.
Do you really have enough money to be doing that much cocaine?
No.
Okay.
That's why I quit, man.
So you quit.
Yeah.
That's funny. That to me is funny.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you quit?
Cocaine.
Oh. What did you do before the Harry Potter thing?
I was an Uber driver. I worked at Project Taco.
Why are you laughing so hard at him
What is
saying he's an
Project-
Uber driver?
Oh God, you suck.
By the way, I love Project Taco. Let's fucking find out what this is. What's that? Heidi Klum's Mexican restaurant? What the fuck is Project Taco?
No, it's a bougie taco place where white people make tacos. So they call it Project
I thought
Taco.
that was Chipotle, but alright.
No, they're trying to be Chipotle.
Okay.
Would you?
I thought you were supposed to upgrade jobs. You're just going downhill.
Fuck you, why you shitting on me?
just to be clear, I'm shitting on all you motherfuckers.
She's shitting on top of the world.
Do they drug test for Harry Potter World?
No, they do not.
It seems like for ride operators they would drug test.
You would think, but they don't.
I think you should talk about that on stage.
Right? Well, I have a bit about it, but you know,
I mean, they're not gonna drug test him, but he will pee into a cup for them. So. Yes.
Yo, what if on that hippogriff ride it went up to the top and then it just dropped off? There was no continuation of the roller coaster, and everybody died.
All right.
Jordan, how's your living situation? It's tough out there for a comedian in between being an Uber driver and a Harry Potter ride operator.
Don't forget Project Taco.
Project Taco. Yeah, it's good. I just got a new roommate. Like literally, she's moving in. I think like in December.
Okay.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. But I live with 3 people right now. Yeah.
What part are you in?
I'm in Miracle Mile, like Wilshire, Fairfax.
What part of the apartment are you in?
What part of the apartment?
Kitchen.
I know how that is. I've been on the beanbag at one point.
Oh, really? No, I'm like the roommate that's been there the longest, so I have my room. I have.
Oh, wow, that's
seniority.
Yeah, it is. It's a power play.
Okay.
That's some Project Taco rank.
Which one of them hoes is you smashing?
None of them.
How about the new girl? How about the new roommate? You sort of see how it might get, you know.
She is black, so that's nice.
How has there not been a black reboot of that? How?
Don't make me down my door.
Put the notice on the door. Oh shit.
What the fuck was that? So, that's interesting. What did you do when you met the girl? Like, you know, did you see? I don't think I really got an answer. You just said that she's black.
She is, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
What type of girls are you into?
What type of girls am I into?
Yeah.
Girls, I don't know. I don't really care. I'm trying to do comedy right now.
For those of you listening,
Guys,
Translation, dudes. You asked where he lived in the apartment, the closet. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
for those of you listening to the podcast, by the way, Jordan Perry looks like Kendrick Lamar if he had 4 roommates.
Coming out on the door. Wow.
Well, that's fun, Jordan.
Yeah.
What else do you do for fun? Like any hobbies or anything cool like that?
No, I just do this. This is all I have time for.
Sure, but like you have to do other things sometimes for fun, like you know, a hobby or something.
Video
or games, something that you do.
Project Taco, anything.
Yeah.
Like what are you into?
IP spoofing.
What?
What's IP spoof?
What's an IP spoof? What?
Wow, dead air. Thanks for the dead air, Brian. Really just saying random words. We've never heard of you do anything like
I'm
that.
just gonna assume that was racist. That's all I'm gonna say.
IP spoof?
That was a joke for the internet.
Okay, cool.
Oh wow. wow.
Insane clown posse spoofing. All right, fine.
All right. Nothing else?
I used to do improv.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think you're in a box right now.
Huh?
I think you're in an invisible box for us right now.
That's not improv, Brian.
That's mine.
What's going on?
Brian, that's mine work.
What's going on? It's too early in the episode for this to start.
That was for the internet.
Yeah.
Brian just said get into whiteface. It's a little strange.
Oh my God.
Can I make this suggestion to actually both people who just came up here? I think Tony's hitting at it. You got to get out and live. That's how you write your material about shit that you do. It can't just be about comedy. You got to get out and live.
That's
You got to fucking ride the hippogriff. Don't just run it, man.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Very important.
That's right.
Or else you're just going to end up doing Men in Black jokes 17 years after the actual movie came out.
It's a good movie, man. I don't know why you're saying
It is a great movie.
It's a great movie. It's a classic.
It is. All right.
I mean, that movie came out when Tommy Lee Jones was young.
All right. We just met Jordan Perry for the first time. There he is. That's Jordan Perry. That's how it happens. That's Jordan.
What song was that? Yeah.
All right.
We freestyling over here.
Oh, yeah.
You guys having fun out there? We've seen this young lady a couple times on this show. She's quickly become one of our favorites. Put your hands together for Lila Hart, everybody.
What's up? Elf season just around the corner. I'm stoked about it. About to be making that midget money. Guys always saying like weird, creepy stuff to me, ask me weird questions. Like this dude, he was like, "Damn, you were so cute. You were so tiny." But I mean, like, could you even handle a dick? And I was like, "Yo, kids are out here getting fucked every day. People are fucking kids, you know? Pretty sure I could handle a dick." You know what I'm saying? Why would you fuck a kid when you could just fuck with me? Right? Nobody has to register. We could take role play to a whole new level today. People are fucking kids. Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna say.
I love that. I love the clothes. I love that her women be shopping is people be fucking. Am I right, ladies? You might want to follow that up with "Am I right, ladies?"
Get her done, perhaps?
Yeah, that's her get her done.
Yeah. You might be a pedophile if...
Stuck in your dick in a Fisher Price toy. As a father, I was very happy with that set. But can I say something? Now this is from my heart. I like the jokes in there. I think they were hitting. I don't think you, no pun intended, entered in the right place for that joke. I don't. I think the premise was a little sloppy. Like I feel like you kind of came in where the guy talking about you. I just feel like there's a better way to position the beginning of it, which is maybe it's that, you know, the best part about being you is this. You can end like pedophilia because X, Y, and Z. I don't know if that's the answer.
Absolutely.
But do you agree with me?
It's the smartest version of that joke. I think a lot of people, right, including myself, were laughing at, you know, you have a gold premise there, and when you have something that good, you can really, even though it's getting laughs, you can turn that into something amazing. And I absolutely agree that that's one of the smartest routes to do it. You always want to play as smart as you possibly can.
Also, I like the idea that like people don't know what to do with you. You know what I mean? When they meet you, they just don't know what to do with you, and you're like, okay, now I'm actually gonna tell you what to do with me, and I have a solution. You know what I mean? And I think that's.
You've been on the show, I believe, twice before, right? You've had a great set every time. So let's just jump right into it. How often, how many times does that happen where a guy that's hooking up with you, do they have you role play a lot like that?
As a child?
No, not as a child. I mean, I just came up with this bit and I just thought it was funny to say that.
No, I agree, but we're saying go deep. You're already getting laughs, so now go deeper and try and actually, because I do think you could be actually taking a huge blow against something that everybody fucking hates. So now you get the audience on your side and you're being funny about it. And it's a joke that really only you can tell. I mean, we can tell it, but it's much funnier coming from you. So that's a gold mine is when it's like coming from you and it's your voice. Do you agree?
Absolutely, yes.
I 100% agree with that. I actually thought you really went through that. So to say you just made that up, I feel
No, I mean, I'm saying like guys do say that to me. Like they do say like, could you even handle a dick? Or you're so small, like can you even fuck, you know? And that's how I came up with that idea. Like, if you're fucking kids, you could fuck a little person. You know what I mean?
No, this little MC is crazy!
Do you say daddy when you have sex?
Do you?
Or poppy?
Do you?
I have said it.
Brian's like, how do you say it? Just give me an example. Brian's like, can you record it in my phone? The sound effect he's going to play himself to sleep with tonight.
Do you say it?
I've said it before.
Like how?
That's thrown into the microphone, is that one?
We can have everyone quiet for a second.
I also loved, I want to say that I loved your presence up there. I thought you took your time. I thought you had total, complete control of the room. This is a difficult thing to do when you only have 1 minute. So that was super impressive to me, and that's definitely something to build on. I fucking love that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, since the last time you were on the show, anything else happen in your normal, just real life that's interesting?
Yeah, I was just in Calgary, Alberta. Cowboys Casino.
How did you know that they're from Calgary?
Because I was here earlier and
she's fucked them.
Jeremiah. Somebody asked, and they said they're from Calgary.
Oh, okay.
And you performed it there? Or you just...
I was there as they had
on your way to the North Pole.
Yeah, exactly. She's making. It's almost that season. It's almost that season. Wonderful time of the year.
No, I was hired as like an atmosphere actor. I was like a creepy clown.
Wait, I love this. Like this to me, hired as an atmosphere actor is fantastic. That's something no one in this room has ever said. To then explain what that means is that's a fucking
like wind.
Huh?
Like wind? Like what atmosphere? Like a low barometric pressure system. Ozone layer. What layer? She was just stuck. She was just.
They just painted like my face, and I was like a scary clown.
Yo, little Pennywise is fine.
DC Boys are off the chain right now. So and you had to like go up and scare people, or just kind of hang out by the...
Oh no, like people. I was in this cage that said "freak show" with like another little dude.
That's not demeaning at all. No.
When the price is right, I'm down with it.
You know,
so
I didn't realize Calgary was this backwards. So they threw me down a bowling alley, and I was dressed as a clown. Wait, so they put you in a cage that said "freak show" with another little man.
Well, the whole theme was.
Wait, this was at a bar mitzvah? I can't remember.
No, it was at Cowboys Casino, and people could take pictures with us.
And how did that make you feel?
I like taking pictures with people, and I look dope as fuck, so it was awesome.
Yeah, so you felt empowered.
Yeah, here's the thing. People used to make fun of me for being small, and now I get paid for it, so like, joke's on you. So I feel good about it.
Good message.
One small, now standing tall.
So my suggestion to you is you would be like, joke's on you, I'm making money. Now, excuse me, I'm getting back in my cage. Joke's on you, bitches, let me get back in my freak show. Zip. I have to get back into a duffel bag. Zip.
Did they put pee pads down for you? Are you allowed to leave the cage? Okay.
Brian, you're out of control.
Lila, she's now starting another reboot of 3 Weeks Company called 2.5's Company.
Lila, you are absolutely adorable. I love that you're talking about stuff that only you can talk about.
That's right.
And
but this thing is fascinating. The atmospheric bag. I want you to mind that because I think it's great material. I think you can dig in. That's fascinating and true and truthful. Love it.
Awesome stuff.
It's real life. Alright, thanks guys.
Lila Hart, ladies and gentlemen. She's on Twitter at Love Lila Hart. How cool is that? I pulled another name out of the bucket. Put your hands together for Cal Hamilton. No Cal Hamilton.
Blacklisted.
That sucks. Lil G.
You know you're working at the club, better roll. Oh yeah, fuck the chapter, made it past 25, and now what's
One more time for Lil G, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a little different. Don't know if you noticed. Yeah. Because I'm so used to people like pointing and gawking all the time that when they don't, bitch, why are you making fun of me? We're not special enough. So, you know, I can joke about all this now because I had an epiphany that gave me some confidence. Corgis. Stay with me. So, when they first came out, y'all lost your minds over how adorable they are because they're so chubby with these, you know, stubby little legs. People, that is essentially dwarfism. So they're the little people of the canine world, right? Which makes them my spirit animal. Yeah, because check it. I realized I'm always going to be a little chubby too because what God took away from me in height, He made up for it in booty. And then all this mass gets compressed because He cut my height off right below the line. That makes Disneyland not so much the happiest place on earth.
Fuck yeah, Lil G. This is your first time on the show, right? Lil G.
Yo, I like the other little one better!
Come on, Beastie Boys. Come on, Beastie Boys.
I agree.
Wow.
Come on, Beastie Boys.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Honestly, this is my first time in the States.
First time ever, Lil G.
First time ever on stage?
I did like one open mic in Toronto because that's where I'm from, just to see how I felt.
And there was the one time you were locked in the cage at the freak show. Right?
Guys, Canada is unbelievable. You think it's civilized, so they're just fucking putting people in cages. That's why we gotta build a
First time on the stage, not in the cage!
Yeah. We gotta cage the stage here, guys. Cage the stage.
Lil G.
Lil G on the main stage.
You are absolutely adorable.
Just adorable.
I mean, I don't know. Oh my God. You're just like, I mean, you're like, it's like I was watching Ali Wong's special, but on an iPhone or something.
Yep, that's a great joke. That's just a trailer of it. No, I mean...
What do you do for a living?
I write and translate and design.
You design what?
Oh, like wine company, like labels and logos. So it's like flexible work because I know I wanted to go into comedy, maybe try. So I wanted to do film.
And you translate as well? You translate English into little people?
It's pronounced just a lump of
whisper what you hear into your friends' ears.
Yeah, because also probably can't hear it, yeah. Into Mandarin, and then I used to do a little Korean before, but then, yeah.
Can you teach Punky, what do you want to know how to say in Mandarin? Let me eat that pussy.
Spread 'em.
You know what? I think spread 'em is a good one.
Yeah, well, how do you say spread 'em in Mandarin?
Spread 'em.
Yeah, spread 'em. Say it into the microphone.
Peakai.
Oh,
That's right.
That's adorable.
She a fucking.
This is the best episode of Pokemon.
She a fraud. For those of you that missed it, Punky believes that Lil G is a fraud. She believes that she is a normal-sized, not Asian girl.
Also, she's a human Shih Tzu.
You know, Jason just feels like he found the greatest Pokemon Go ever. So, wait, so it's your first time really doing it on stage. Okay, suggestions, slow down, speak louder, speak into the mic because you want people to hear what you have to say. I would look at what the woman Lila did before you. She took her time. I'm not comparing the two of you guys. You are way smaller than her. So, but I mean, again, look at all.
I agree with them. You should follow in Lila's footsteps. Size 3, -3 footsteps.
You do have a bigger ass. I must say.
Yeah.
I was looking at it.
She has a little
I was
junk in
thinking
her
about
trunk.
it.
Baby's got baby back. So.
Lil G is a human Toyota Prius.
First of all, I love your hair color. I love your glasses. I think your look is fascinating and interesting, and I want you to sort of expound on all that as you create your material. It's a long road to go as you're trying to create what your voice is, but you have a perspective that is different than everybody who does comedy, except for the girl who went right before you. You have a unique perspective. That's what I want to say to you. No, but you do though. So I mean, you want to cultivate that in the best way because there's material that you can do that other people can't. Yeah, like any stories from translating that went wrong. Anytime you've been translating and just decided to make up words like you just did a minute ago. So,
were you born in the U.S.?
No, I was born in Beijing.
Beijing, and they let you live. That's amazing. There you go. That's a real story.
Don't get mad at me. Fuck you. That's Chinese policies that I don't agree with.
Right? From the dumpster to the stage.
He actually does have a really good point. How did you crawl out?
Well, because at the time, 90s, they didn't know about dwarfism, so then they told my parents to just throw her away, have another baby. But my mom was gonna do that, and then their friends were like, "Come to New York, there's Children's Hospital." So we moved here when I was 4 or 5 months old.
Holy, amazing! I want to hear all about this. It is fascinating and true and real and everybody rip the shit out of China. Do it.
Yeah, this is like a real movie. This is
they're trying to pollute the world, but they gave us you. You understand what I'm saying? You're the one thing going against all the pollution they're throwing up in the fucking air. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to hate on China, but I'm not, famous enough for if I do it, what if they hurt my people back there?
No one's gonna hurt you. Wow. First of all, you're not gonna get that. You're never gonna get that. Let's be straight.
Even if anything's leaked, the smallest thing, and then it gets in the wrong hands, then
The only thing they would understand from this entire episode is the word "spread up."
Peakai.
Spread your leg.
You become the Peakai girl in China. I don't think you should be afraid of that.
Gee, what's your love life like? What kind of guys are you into?
No.
Women? Are you
no.
You like big black guys? You like Asian guys?
No, it's just I'm happy. So I don't need anybody messing up.
Ooh, Punky! I'm sending Punky in on this one.
First of all, I thought you was an African American. What's your fucking name, Lil G? Bitch, what is your name?
Ari.
Huh?
Ari.
Like Shakira.
Yeah.
Just that's it? You don't have not Ariane? Nothing?
Just Ari.
Just Ari.
She's not Asian. She's something. Is that a weave?
No, it's
straight up. That's right.
Let me see your scalp, bitch. Prove it.
Oh shit! Damn, Punky's doing her patented scalp check. Wow, I can see it. That's amazing.
Why is she checking for lice? That's weird. That's great. This just turned into a Caribbean brunch on NBA Wives. What is going on in here? Someone's pulling a weave out. Let's go. No.
That shit you joke just got real!
Lil G, what do you do for a living?
She translates.
She translates in the
That's right. How long have you been in LA?
I literally just moved here Sunday.
Wow. Sunday, like last Sunday.
This past Sunday.
Week in one day. What have you done that's fun?
No,
I've
yesterday.
been here like, this past Sunday.
Okay,
sorry. Yeah, I've been here like almost every night except for the first night after Dave Chappelle went home, because then I was really sad that we wouldn't get to see him anymore.
Well, I have a question for you. Do you like attention on the street when people look at you? Obviously, people are going to notice you because you are different.
Yeah, when people walk by and they're like, ooh, can I pet it?
No. Oh, come on. She does not have a dog.
Yo, Redman, just come on, Tony, that's real bad.
Yeah, well, I noticed that too. What the mom is that?
They would never say that. They would never say. They'd be like, does she bite? No, but what, like, for real, when people give you attention, how does that make you feel?
Well, like, when you grow up with it, you get used to it.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, honestly, sometimes when people, they try to be polite and then they look away or something, and it's like, wait, what? Why?
Right. You don't understand why they're not being truthful to you. Because it's interesting that from that attention, you want to be on stage and you want even more attention. I think that's cool. I think you're empowering yourself through this experience. Like, that's the kind of stuff I feel like you should talk about, because I think people would get behind that.
Yeah. It just gets weird when, like, taxi drivers in the Midwest, you know.
Wait, what? What?
In like an alley or something?
Wait, what did you just say? Taxi drivers what?
In the Midwest.
Yeah.
I went to school in Minnesota, so, you know, it's like whiter than rice over there. But then, like, the taxi drivers,
You take taxis?
well, no, like,
No,
to
you should
campus.
take minicabs. Come on.
No, I just mean like from the airport to the taxi, you know, like when school starts and all. But then, but like, I don't like small talk, but then they always
Way to plug your own podcast, little jerk.
The best part is
I don't like small talk, but it's available on iTunes, right here.
No, I meant with like,
I mean, the best part about you dropping the mic there is you know it's not going to break. You have a shorter distance to fall. Setting it down is literally like placing it on the ground.
sorry, I meant just with taxi drivers, because it always starts out like, oh, the weather is very nice, and then, yeah, okay, and then they just go into like, oh, you Asian? Yeah. Because I know where it's going to go, and then they're like, oh, what Asian? I'm like, guess. And they're like, Japanese? I'll be like, yeah. Or Korean? Yeah. And then they'll be like, how old are you? And I'm like, guess. And then they'll be like, 20. And I'm like, no, 15. Because I make it a point to like tell them I'm not, you know, of age. And I'm like, so stop it. But they don't. And then they'll be like, oh, you young. Oh, I like young women. And then they're like, you know, my brother married Korean woman. And by the way, there's always a brother who married Korean woman. And I'm just like, what?
Can you translate that for me?
So, can you translate that on a wine label?
Because they'll say like they have a brother who married a Korean woman, but every time they always say that, so I started thinking, am I getting the same taxi driver every year? Like, and then I'd be like, oh, cool, and then they'll be like, you should be my wife. You can cook for me, clean for me, you'd make me very happy. This conversation, like the first time it happened, I was 15. I'm just like,
I'm so confused right now. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I don't know what kind of creepy taxis you're taking. Where?
Airport taxi.
Airport taxis?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Jesus.
You too short to be so long-winded, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just got to meet the stylings of Lil G. She's on Twitter at Baby Wings Fly, and that was her first time ever performing, so how about that? Make some noise for Lil G. And for the record, Monday night, main room, make some noise for Lil G. Lil G, come on! There you go, you fox. Jesus.
She just walked in. She just walked by me and gave me a high 3. I just want you to know that.
Look at them, they're hugging over there. How adorable is that?
I've seen videos like
It's like a fucking Chuck E. Cheese over there.
I swear to God, she literally could be a lunchbox right now.
If this is a midget, I'm literally gonna stab myself with a sword. So that's putting it out there.
Let me read that name. Let me read that name. Wait, hold on a second. Peter Dinklage. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
This looks like another new name. Put your hands together for Mary Basmagian. Mary Basmagian. This is for Mary, everybody.
Hey everybody! My name's Mary Basmagian. That's Armenian for loud and obese. My grandma's always comparing me to the Kardashians. She's like, look honey, look, she got married, she has children, she has husband. What do you have, Mary? Huh? What do you have? A gag reflex, Grandma. I have a gag reflex. Shit. Everybody got pissed off at Donald Trump for saying grab him by the pussy. I wasn't too mad. If he could find my pussy, I'd let him grab it. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. That's mine. Real quick though, I just want to point out the fact that I kind of look like I ate the last 2 comics.
It's okay.
I'd say 3.
Thank you, Tony, I know how much you love fat people.
I like you. I think you're one of the funniest John Belushi impersonators I've ever seen.
I throw a couple people from Harry Potter in there as well. How you guys want to play Hail to
Hi Mary, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great. How long have you been doing stand-up?
7 years.
That's awesome. All out in Pasadena?
Yes.
At the Ice House?
Some. I do monthly shows at Flappers.
I bet you do.
I do. Why not?
I love the way you told your material, waited for laughs. Your delivery was great. Your act outs were fantastic in terms of your characters and stuff. I mean, I thought you were committed, and I dug it.
Punky, you have
I fucking disagree. You was up here like Lil G your first time, I will understand. I'm not saying nothing bad about your stand-up, but my thing is time. If you know you coming up here, you know you gotta have a tight 1 minute. Don't come up here for 27 seconds and then jokes out and then be like, wait, but I got one more thing to say. Nah, bitch, do a minute, make it tight. It's been 7 years, you need to have what a minute is.
You make me nervous, Punky, you make me nervous.
Girl, meet me in the bathroom later, shut up.
She'll find your pussy.
She will definitely find it.
Yeah. She'll say hi, and there we go.
Must be in sonar over there.
Pakai is Armenian for open sesame.
What's your favorite thing about being Armenian?
Nothing. No, the community, they support you. Then
I don't think that's the right race for it.
No, it's not.
I thought you were going to say the lack of cologne.
How do the Armenians support you? Rides to the airport?
Free cigarettes.
No, I have a monthly show called Armenian All-Stars, and they come out and the tickets are $30.
Well,
wow.
They roll out the red rug for people.
Every month. Yeah.
You charge $30 for a comedy show?
Yep.
Wow. How does that?
Is hookah included?
Right? If you come, I'll include it for you.
Why is it 30?
Because they'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They'll pay. Wow. They own gas stations.
Hey, we're bougie. We're bougie. We give them a nice show. It's worth the 30.
Huh.
So you mentioned Kim Kardashian. So I mean, those are like that's the gold standard of Armenian. They're the kings and queens of Armenia. No.
Sure, yeah.
But you don't like her.
No, I don't.
Why? What's the real? Do Armenians like her?
Some do.
Yeah.
Some do.
So is that a controversial stance, like in your community?
Sometimes it is, yeah, depending on the crowd you're with.
I would like to explore that. Like, they're the representatives that everyone knows in this world is Armenian. Like, as an Armenian, I would love to hear your honest opinion. Like, if you got real about it and just don't think about what the joke is. Because I was trying to like articulate how I felt about your set. I felt like you came really strong with your setups and what you were doing, but none of your punchlines landed the way you wanted them to. And so I was like, what's happening there? Why is that not, why aren't, like, you're hitting the right cadence, but it's not getting the right response? I think there's not a connection between you and the material. I think you were just trying to say things that you think people would laugh at, when if you get into the truth of how you feel about the Kardashians as representatives of your community, I think that it starts to get more real, more specific, and funnier.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make it a clear.
No. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Also, get a catchphrase like my friend after everything you said.
Okay? You look, you buy. You look, you buy is a great catchphrase. You look, you buy.
And I honestly, to all the comedians in here, take your time and appreciate the silence, because silence don't mean you're not funny. It just means you know how to process your shit and get to the next joke.
So
you had so much more time.
I was so nervous. I didn't think I had that much time.
No excuse, bitches.
I know. I'm sorry, Punky. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It is true, 7 years.
7 years.
Oh my God. You would think if anybody was going to come in short on their time, it'd be Lil G and Liva Hart.
Lil G, by the way, is still telling her taxi driver story. That story was longer than the movie Taxi Driver.
Mary, what do you do for a living other than being every home plate umpire I've ever seen?
Tony, you're up.
I actually just do comedy and acting.
Hell yeah, $30 tickets.
I do private shows as well.
Ooh, wow.
How many roses?
What kind of cage should we put you in?
Right? A big one.
A fish tank.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I have a character actually. I'm kind of like on Instagram popular or whatever. I hate calling Instagram famous, but I have this character called Vartushtota, this old Armenian lady, and I just dress up as that lady, and people hire me to go roast their guests that they have over for dinner.
That's
and
awesome.
That's what I do.
By the way, that is amazing. And for anybody who's listening, like, she has figured out a way to do what she does fun. And make money doing that. Can you bring a little of her into your stand-up act too?
I try to as much as I can.
You know, did you not think that it would work with an audience that wasn't all Armenian? Fuck that. Why?
Really?
Why? Yes.
Because I've experienced it where I do that and like they kind of...
Can you so don't use the jokes that are only jokes that the words will be buzzwords for Armenians, but fucking make it and introduce it as like, this is an old woman from every, this old ass woman is in every Armenian family. Boom, you're right into it. Yeah,
Okay.
I think like that's a way for you, that could have been another 33 seconds here.
Right. You're right. You're right.
For real.
What else do you do for fun? Any fun hobbies?
I live in Pasadena, so I like
So she likes to fuck. Is that the beginning of the Lion King?
So, what do you do for fun?
I get high and I go to the Huntington Gardens.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you have trouble keeping up with the Kardashians? Just checking.
1915, never again. Just playing. See, that's something an Armenian would have gotten.
1950, never
That's
again.
the genocide chant.
Oh, that's great. Always bring up genocide.
Right?
Comedy show.
That's a good point for comedy.
Great. Genocide is always funny.
And I just gotta say that you got our dream job. We want to go to Armenian households as the Beastie Boys and roast the shit out of some Armenian people.
Yeah, boy! That's my Beastie Boy, Patty Reagan!
I was actually on the stage last night doing an Armenian show.
On this
one?
Yeah, and then I'm going to be one on next Sunday, the Armenian Bone Marrow Registry.
Do you only do Armenian?
No, I do all kinds of shows, but they hire me for that because they know me from my social media.
Wow. Dude, get connected to your material. I'm sure you are super connected with it when you're talking to Armenian audiences. Get that same level of connection when you're doing your stuff here.
I've been trying to figure that out.
Is it hard performing in front of Armenians a lot, and then you look out there at like good human beings and you're trying to deliver your jokes to decent people?
Right, it's very difficult.
Is it weird to see 150 people and just 150 eyebrows? Actually, it would be 300.
I have to say the air quality in here is a lot better. So.
Is Is it hard to perform in a place where it doesn't smell like Drakkar?
Yo, Armenian music's all like. Oh, you just got fucking Beastie Boy roast.
Actually, I'm roasting
You just got sabotaged.
I'm actually roasting one of the System of a Down members next Saturday.
Really?
He's a guest at the party I'm going to.
Oh man, that's great. That to me is interesting. I hope you come out of that with a story, because like you don't want to roast someone who sings about suicide.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, because that guy might not take it that well.
Who is it? Serge, Chavo, John? I'm a fan.
Chavo.
Chavo?
Yeah.
Nice. Be there, guys. Buy $30 tickets. We got them.
I never heard a Beastie Boy that sounded like that before.
Yeah, that's the press one.
But listen, even though
He took a throat lozenge.
Listen, even though the tickets are $30, if anybody that wants to ever come out, hit me up. I got you guys. I love comedy.
Free tickets to a super Armenian show.
Spoken like a true Instagram star.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together again for Mary Basmachi.
Thank you so much.
What was cool was that we got to see the second Armenian genocide here on the stage. Wasn't as painful. They'll be saying, remember 2017.
Everybody always hugs Lila hard on their way out, like she's some like part of the set or something. Like the wood, like the piece of wood that you rub. It's like the
Apollo. You gotta rub it and then you get on the stage for good luck.
Everybody knows for good luck you have to hug Lila after your set.
Did you guys see her tights? She looks like Beetlejuicy Juice. I thought it was gonna be better than it was.
No, it was good. It was good. I would have said Beetlejuice box, but I have kids. It's a great joke. Deserved so much more than this crowd gave you. Alright, it's fine. Beetlejuice box, that's funny.
The name that I'm going to say has like a slash through the O in the last name. I believe that's an O, so I don't know if I'm saying this correct. Put your hands together for Justin Olm. Canadian comedy? No? Is that a human? No. Okay, then just a one-word name here. How about Colin? Colin? Sounds just too easy to be just one word.
That's a great name to just have one of.
How about Jake Beckman?
From London back down to the US. We rockin' this and telling the smoky business.
Just a long distance away.
Shit, F-R-E-F-A-Q she that's right, we different. You definitely B-E-Q, you reppin' it, so.
He's like,
Jake Beckman from Milwaukee.
So, the real reason why Hitler killed himself is because he has a really ugly wife who's a shitty cook, and she has a nasty vagina that smells like rotting sauerkraut. And the real reason why Hitler's wife killed herself is because she's married to fucking Hitler. So, Catholic priests are now starting to convert to Islam so they can move to communities in the Middle East where marrying and fucking kids is perfectly legal. And so statistics show that a prostitute's favorite snack is flavored lube while sucking a dick because she's getting paid while she is enjoying her snack. And if you listen to way too much country music, you might end up fucking your sister or your cousin, because anybody who has ever listened to country music fucks their sister or their cousin.
Jake Beckman. Wow.
I feel like...
Hang on. I'm going to say something right now. I loved it. This could be a guy on stage at Kill Tony or the drunkest guy at your office party.
I feel like you are hours away from shooting up a church.
Tony, you know who this guy is, right?
I'm here to have a good time, man.
He's been on the episode before. He's the one that recorded his own comedy special.
Is that true? Is that you?
Using his
That's
laptop
me.
mic.
It's been years since you've been on this show, right?
I've signed up to this show probably like 60 times and I got on twice. This is my 3rd time now.
Wow.
Hey!
I'm just surprised you remembered everything. That was it's a hard thing to remember forgettable material.
Have you done other stand-ups?
Have you released more specials?
Just answer my question. Have you been doing stand-up other places?
I've been in Colorado for the last 2 years growing weed.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say stockpiling weapons.
And what are you doing now? You just came back here to reclaim your position at the bottom of the stand-up comedy poll? Are you doing stand-up?
I got back 8 days ago, so I'm 8 days back in LA.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to do stand-up? What about it? Why do you feel like you have to get out here?
I have a raw passion for saying obnoxious, crazy shit.
Okay.
I wanna say obnoxious, crazy shit.
Okay, see, if you had said that at the beginning of your set, then it still would have been terrible. Yeah, if you had said that, you would have put it into a shitty context. Yeah, that's right. No, but I mean, you gotta say that because that to me actually. I don't know. I'm trying to understand why you are doing this.
Let me really fill you guys in. I don't know if you really heard what Red Band mentioned earlier. Jake Beckman was on the show. I'm guessing what about 2014. So check this out.
Right.
The first thing he did when he decided he was going to start doing stand-up comedy was make an album.
Like all of us did.
The first thing. And he made this album. Like all of us. Get this. Wait, no, I know you think it doesn't get better. I know you were like already just, you start with your album? Perfect. But wait. He did it without an audience. Okay?
Probably just like tonight. Just like the audience. Without the audience with him. Okay. Yeah.
What's the name of that? How do we find it?
The Jake Beckman Mindfuck. It wasn't on iTunes.
See, that I love.
It was on iTunes, but then after I went back to Colorado to grow weed, I just took it off.
Wait, it was on iTunes, and then I feel like iTunes was probably like, we need to get this shit out. They don't ever say that about anything. They're like, the mindfuck is that we put it on here in the first place. That's the Jake Beckman mindfuck.
Can you recite a line from that special? Do you remember a line from that special that you said?
That's not about Hitler?
And you recorded this, what, directly into a computer or your phone?
My Mac.
Okay.
Straight into a computer. You're just like, I'm gonna fucking make it right now.
This is it, dude. These are sisters doing it for themselves. Okay.
You give us an example of one of the lines from that special?
Working with 40-year-olds and older just sucks the youthful life energy right the fuck out of me. I'm fucking tired of their shitty life advice that would lead me to doing shitty dead-end jobs for the rest of my fucking life.
That is hilarious. Because it's true!
My mind is totally fucked right now.
Totally fucked!
Pause more for the laughs.
I'm gonna ask who's quickly becoming one of my favorite guests I've ever had on this show, Punky Johnson, what she thinks of this guy. Punky, what do you think about Jay?
All I gotta say is, no nigga in the history of Punky Johnson have ever left me speechless. I don't know what the fuck to say to you. I just want you to go. He's gonna kill us all. He's fucking crazy.
I feel like you're giving him too much credit.
I'm fucking crazy.
I do agree. I could tell you have crazy eyes. You got the googly eyes.
Are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship?
No.
Without that, I'm not talking about a sex doll.
Nah. Fresh in LA, dude. I'm just getting my shit together, getting a job, and just
what are you gonna do?
Before you say getting your shit together, let us decide. Wait, did you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend in Colorado?
The last girlfriend I had, she was the sheriff's daughter, and I was just
the sheriff?
The sheriff
of the universe?
Daughter of the town, man.
The comedy town? The sheriff of comedy town said he will tell no more jokes.
Do we live in the Wild West right now? Well, I dated the sheriff's daughter. Times have been tough ever since then. Hard to go back to a city when the sheriff doesn't want you there.
See, this is funny. Talk about the sheriff's daughter. That's ridiculous that you were dating the sheriff's daughter.
She just ended up having a lot of little things that...
Like what?
Like a big pile of little things. Like
a big pile of little things. Let's hear some of these little things. Welcome to another episode of Big Pile of Little Things.
Look, it's only...
You were just Lila and Little G.
That's a little pile of little things. This is a big pile of little things.
Okay. It's your Joelberg chant right there. All right, name some of the things you didn't like about the sheriff's daughter.
She had yellowing teeth at the age of 20.
Okay.
And so her dental hygiene was shit. She was still skinny. She had a nice, hot little Frenchy face. She kind of looked foreign, a little European. But on the other hand, she didn't smoke weed. She rarely drank alcohol, so she was pretty much straight-laced sober. And I want a ganja babe, you know, to help me just grow cannabis throughout my life. You know, it's a good life.
Ganja babe?
A ganja babe. I want a ganja babe, and she was not going to be a ganja babe.
Awesome! If you're gay, if you're straight, if you're white, if you're black, we don't care if you have a big rap!
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Beastie Boys.
So, I'm assuming your parents are dead because you killed them. If not, what do they think of what you're doing with your life?
For the most part, I grew up with a family of farmers, and I'm just essentially taking cannabis cultivation as a trade.
Ooh, when you say it like that.
Yeah.
What do they farm?
I actually would love to hear a comedian talk about growing weed. Like, that to me would be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's good to smoke weed before you grow weed because the consciousness of the plant interacts through the roots.
Here comes the boom.
Whatever on the plant really
there was a I think your next album should be you telling jokes and a bunch of people talking over it.
Yeah, commentating on that.
No, just helping us not hear
Jake,
it.
I'm pretty interested. I don't know if you guys noticed this. He said there was a big pile of little things that he didn't like about the sheriff's daughter. The first answer wasn't yellow teeth. It was yellowing teeth. As if though, like, maybe she had a cup of coffee and a few cigarettes one day. It was like, no.
You can crush
yellowing means you're going the direction of yellow.
That's right.
That was number one. The second thing in this big pile of little things, you remember? You said she's skinny, actually good looking. You literally started complimenting her in the 2 slot. Number 3 was that she didn't smoke weed. You want a ganja babe. And number 4 is that she doesn't drink that much.
Right.
So, let's talk about your dream girl for a second. Jake, what you think you can get in this fucking
2 words, Rita Marley.
Right. Let's just describe what your perfect girl looks like.
Essentially, you know, she likes to do yoga, take care of her body.
Yoga!
Predominantly be a little bit vegetarian, but also tends to eat meat from time to time. You know,
Vegetarian!
You know.
Okay.
And just a girl who is working towards just growing beautiful instead of growing old. You know.
Wow. Yeah. Ladies, he's available.
Are there any ladies in there that are constantly getting hotter while doing yoga that are into Jake Beckman?
I just want to know what Jake has to offer for all this perfectness you want out of the fucking
Yeah, you grow pot, you have the sense of humor of a...
Done, motherfucker.
There's a lot of dick in those khakis!
Same person.
There's a lot of cargo in those cargo pants. That's right. A lot of precious cargo down there.
Where do you keep all those cargo pockets?
Oh.
Dick! Guns!
I know it's not jokes.
The sheriff's daughter's skin.
They wear it at night. Oh, vape pen.
Just cannabis accessories. This is essentially what I also wear.
He's smoking human ashes!
And he's gonna then complain about them. These ashes are too boring.
Yeah, just things that I need, man. Whenever I get to the dispensary, they have a variety of things. They always hook you up with extra joints, so it's always good to have extra pockets for your extra joints.
I don't...
Pockets!
I don't...
Cut the hair for my victims.
I don't say this often to people, but I'd like you to leave the building before I do.
Can we do that?
I'm still just roguelike, man.
Is it possible to get him in? You might be the one person that gets Doug Benson to stop doing it. Just look at this and be like, you know what? Nobody needs this.
Imagine what I could do if I didn't smoke pot.
I gave him some ideas on his second super high me.
Oh, really? I'm sure he really appreciated it.
Hopefully by following your lead, his special can get taken down off iTunes as well.
Hey, I've been taken down off more iTunes than you'll ever be taken down. That's what it is.
I love that you're
I took
getting
it down
notes to
myself.
You took it down yourself. Smart.
All right.
So it was like a mercy killing. Okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I'm still convinced, even though we could tell you're a little bit nuts from the girlfriend thing, what is the craziest thing you've ever done?
Oh, God.
Probably porn.
What kind of porn? You've done porn.
Really? Is that true?
You've done porn?
You do porn?
You've done porn?
Your mom threw away your best porno man!
Oh, yeah.
The best band in the land. We tried to warn you. You can't just spit on the VR 360 camera. This party is fucking intense.
You gotta fight for your right. You gotta fight for your right to do that right there. Holy shit. You did porn.
Yeah, for Reality Kings, Penthouse.
Oh shit, you did hardcore porn.
Hustler, all the mainstream stuff.
Guy,
How long did you do that for?
I'd say I've been in 15 films.
15 films. What's your favorite?
Why are we talking about this? This should be your thing.
Jake, before we get into that, what was your porno name?
Jake Ariston.
How do you spell that?
Ariston. I have a Twitter profile for my
Jake Ariston. Look at the comedians. Turn upright. Why does it say
They can't wait to watch this guy bury himself right now.
What does it say? The porn clips can suck his own dick. Wait, what?
Horny Mills India? No, not that one.
At Jake Ariston. It's my station.
House sitter and teen?
That's not me. No. Jake Ariston. At Jake Ariston.
Wow. Jennifer Aniston of porn.
I fucked Jennifer Aniston.
No, that's
that was
Aniston.
A good one.
Ooh, James. Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be you.
Yeah, you did a video called MILF House Sitter and Teen Get It On with Brandy Love, right?
Brandy Love, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, momversusteen.com. If y'all was listening to this podcast. We thought Kevin Mack's Instagram was exciting. I'm pretty sure we just found our new favorite Kill Tony guest ever. I knew there was something nuts about you. Yeah.
He couldn't close the set there either. So.
Wow, this is the sound of him getting his dick sucked. Is that you? Is this you? That's your dick, bro. Is that really him?
Yeah. Forget that.
So for those of you listening to the podcast, the mom is teaching her daughter how to... That's not really
a mother and daughter.
Jake, is that you?
Is that really? Are they really a mother?
Yo, your ball is migrating, dude.
What's wrong with your ball?
Bring your hand up. I want you to feel something.
By the way, copy of anything you said in this set, right there. Biggest laugh about all night.
The team is holding the dick for the mom to suck it right now.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So when the mom was sucking your dick, I mean, we've seen how critical you are of your skinny European, what you said, that she has a beautiful face, slightly yellowing teeth, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and doesn't drink enough.
Right.
So you're getting your dick sucked by a mom and a fake daughter.
Yeah.
Take us through it.
Well, I was really coming to this place to do comedy. I needed to do a side hustle. Porn was my side hustle. I was slinging jokes and banging hoes for cashy cash.
It's a nice, firm, ready, hard time. I'm glad you're learning.
Here, wait, fast forward to the there it is, the old switcheroo.
I want to see his reel so badly.
Look at him eat that pussy.
Wow, you're eating that pussy good, man.
Wow. Damn, I thought you ate shit on stage tonight. You're tossing your salad, it's incredible.
You're like chuckle fuckers without the chuckle part.
I was making out with that clit until my tongue was spit, Tony.
Wow, everything you say is not funny. Can we get to the let's watch this guy bust a nut, Ryan. Let's get to the good shit. He's totally just fucking. Show them you fucking. Everybody knows that. We're getting caught past history right
Just like this comedy act, just want to get to the end.
Yeah.
Just now I know what's in those Kardashians.
It's twisting. Oh wow, you do the twist. You do the Indian burn thing. And you have to cup your own balls to come?
Nah, I just need to fucking talk.
Stop. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge that exhale you just made before you started answering.
Deep contemplation.
Yeah. Didn't want to talk about my porn.
But it is true. What's nuts is that wasn't the most embarrassing thing he did on this stage.
What's nuts is
like one of the 4 hero jokes.
I think really when it came down to it, I just really overcompensated and beat my dick into shape, and it really took a lot more effort for those girls to make me blow my load.
You sound like a post-game.
I had to finish the job myself. I just had to finish the job myself.
So the question is, will you nut again?
I want to get a job with a solid paycheck first, and then maybe that'll be my
How much should you get paid for banging 2 chicks at once?
$500
per chick.
500.
500 total?
Yeah, 500 total.
You're talking about maybe being a pizza boy or something?
Sure.
Did it go towards your SAG insurance?
What's the most you ever got paid for doing porn?
500.
What's the lowest you ever got paid for doing porn?
300.
And when did you have to hook up with 300 for it to be that low? Does it get lower the hotter?
She was just also unknown talent, and she just wasn't a big name yet. So
wow, look who's talking.
A lot of opinions for the old people. For this guy to say unknown talent.
That's exactly what it was. She was just new to the industry, and it was just an amateur scene for the most
This guy say unknown talent is like Little G saying she was short.
Wait a second, what's going on?
I'm sorry, I moved on to the sequel.
Wait, can you turn up the volume on that?
What a proper young lady you are? I guess I was wrong. Not 10 seconds I'm gone, and this is what you do?
Great acting.
I don't know what you said. There is nothing to say. Your mother is going to hear about this. No. And on top of it, you're having sex in her bed?
I can't believe you do that, Jake Beckman.
It's just good acting. It's just...
Jake, one last question.
Sure.
Out of all the porno stuff that you did, what's the part that made you the most uncomfortable?
I was only in scenes that was either me and 1 chick or me and 2 chicks and me and 3 chicks, so I wasn't ever really uncomfortable. I was offered to do bukkakis, but I turned down
to take the bukkake.
No, to be one of the guys, and the girls in the center, and you just want.
You turned it down.
I turned it down.
Why would you turn it down? You have standards or something?
That's exactly it.
Because he doesn't want to demean the women with the yellow teeth.
You've never done a guy with
I'm a selfish lover, and I do not want to share my women.
I was working on my album. My God.
I was editing my album.
All right, Jake. There he goes. Jake Beckman, ladies and gentlemen. He was up here longer than I wanted him to be up here, but if it makes you feel any better, he really didn't want to talk about any of that porn stuff. Right. So we got him back in the end.
So in the end, it was a happy ending.
From the money shot to the funny shot.
That's right.
We have a young lady that performs a brand new 60 seconds every single week. She started on this show years ago before she was even 21 years of age. Now she's all grown up. 2 years and some change later. Put your hands together for her. You know her, you love her. It's the great, powerful Ali Makovsky.
Yikes. Oh boy, I'm gonna be binging that like it's Stranger Things. I did watch like 5 different porns with the same person in it, and it did feel like I was binging Stranger Things, and I was like, what happens in the woods? Is anal the upside down? I cut off all my hair, and I'm so happy it's finally beanie season. No one has to make any rude-ass comments about my hair. I don't know, people react to my hair the same way they would an unplanned pregnancy. They're like, Allie, are you keeping it? What are you gonna do with it when it's full grown? Do you know whose it is? Okay.
There you go. 20 minutes. Allie Bukowski. Another new minute.
Great minute.
Yeah.
Great minute, great jokes, great premises, and well executed, and great presence.
Boom!
That's how you do it.
Wow.
For everybody who's looking and watching, that is how you do it.
Punky Johnson.
I feel like you didn't want to tell the jokes. You look bored telling your own jokes.
No, that's just like generally my disposition.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
as a black comic, if you want to get in touch with the black community,
I do.
That's not good.
Okay, I can.
And I'm not
up.
trying to down you because as a comic, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand joke premise, set up all that bullshit. But if you want to get in touch with all your audience, I mean, if that's you, be you.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be, if I was just a regular black customer, I would be bored to death watching you.
For sure. Yeah, also it's a minute, so it's hard to like get into it and then like raise the mood when it's, you know.
So you be raising the mood?
Also, I normally don't follow porn stars. Sometimes musicians, but never porn
Star is a very broad description.
That was filmed on a laptop.
Porn meteor shower.
Porn guy. Yeah.
She meant Pawn Stars.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I'll say this. You know, sometimes when I come in and see somebody selling it so fucking hard, my reaction is like, slow the fuck down, calm down. What are you compensating for? If you got good jokes and you can just stand up there with like some strength and presence, you know, I look at like Gerard Carmichael. He never pushes it like deep, go crazy. He is so calm and centered in that moment. Not everybody has to be that, but I'm saying...
And some people with energy are great too. I would give that too.
Absolutely, but I don't necessarily think you have to... Oh, I think there's one more joke in the hair
There was
adoption.
more.
What was that? You're gonna give it up for put it in a Hasidic Jew's wig? Give it up to a Hasidic Jew for adoption? Something like that? I don't know. A couple people like that. Nice.
Hey, Eminem, we just want to say, you're welcome!
Allie, has anything happened in your real life, in your normal life this past week since we've seen you last?
I saw DJ Khaled.
What? Holy moly.
He's a poser!
Yeah.
His whole set was just him dancing really bad, saying another one, and then 3 seconds of his next song, and then saying another one.
Wow.
Another one less!
That was quick.
Do people actually like him? Like,
Yeah,
is that a
people
real
get fired
thing?
up. I think so.
Anyway, so what did you do there? That was it?
Yeah, I was
Anything
just watching
stand out to you?
musicians. Anything stand out to me? No. It was just a concert. It was fun. I got turned up.
How do you get turned up? When you get turned up, what do you do?
I shake my ass a lot. I run into people. I'm very selfish.
You like mosh or something?
I just like to get to the very front, and so I will do whatever it takes to be in front.
You start using phrases like turned up.
Yeah, I say that a lot.
But you can dance, girl. We be at the front bar. We be, man, this motherfucking bitch can dance, man.
No.
Throw a track on, Ray, baby.
Oh, shit.
No! I can't.
That's enough.
What the fuck is that? She dancing.
You just catch me outside. How about that?
Catch her
Catch me
outside.
outside.
You say Kesha outside?
Yeah.
There you go.
You and that device.
Yo! What do your farts smell like?
Wow, that's an interesting question.
All right, Beasties. Well, interesting. Inquiring minds want to
That
know.
is a good question.
Blow it in your own face.
It's hard to, it's not like wine. You can't be like, that has woody undertones, It's just like, I had Taco Bell today, so that's what you're gonna get.
Ooh, should have had Project Taco.
Sexy
sexy as hell!
Thank you.
All right, Allie, what do you do?
Thanks, bye.
Another brand new minute from Allie McCoskey. Do you guys think we should go to the bucket one more time? Oh, yeah. I don't know why you guys always say that. One day I'm just waiting for the night in which everybody just holds strong at once. All right, cool. Later, everybody.
More porn.
All right. I pulled another name out. This looks, I'm positive this is a new name. Put your hands together for Lydia Gobrayal.
Hey, so I recently went on a date with a dude and he couldn't guess my ethnicity. He's like, are you black? Are you white? I was like, I'll give you a few pointers. I'm from a country in Africa. It starts with an E and it's considered the Middle East. And this dude called me Islam. So I went on a date with a dude that called me Islam. If you don't know the answer, I'm Egyptian. My mom's from Egypt, so is my dad. And one thing they do in Egypt is this thing called genital mutilation. They cut women's clits off. So my mom had her clit cut off. All her sisters had their clits cut off. And then my mom came to the States and was like, gave birth to me. And she's like, let's leave it on and see what happens. So I have my clit, y'all. She's like, fuck no.
The old clit applause break.
Yeah.
She got her clit, y'all!
Is that it? You done?
That's it. Is that okay?
Was that the end of the joke?
That was, well, yeah, for now.
You have your clit. All right, there you go. She has her clit, Lydia Gobrayal.
How many seconds was that?
That was 49.
Oh, I won't talk too fast. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You talk too fast, but at least you still got your clit!
Yeah. Maybe the clit made her talk too fast. You get rid of that clit and you slow it down a little bit.
We measured your time in clits. That was about 65 clits.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a lot of clits.
Actually, that was about 63 Egyptian clits. She was moving at a fast clip.
Do you walk like an eclipse?
A pyramid of clits.
You know this song. It's You Got a Clit song. All right.
Yo, I heard backstage this girl's got a clit.
But your mom doesn't?
No, my mom doesn't. None of the women in my from our family that came from Egypt have
So
clits.
can I make a suggestion just in the, because you actually almost drew the connection, because this guy called you Islam and you went on a date with him, and then you went into this whole thing about how Egypt, which I was shocked to hear that Egyptians treat women terribly.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You went into a whole riff about how they treat women like shit, but that explains why you went out on a date with a guy who fucked that up. So you're like, look, I went on a date with a guy who's racist, but at least I got my clit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not that
I think
special. I
I'm
don't
trying
have
to
one
get
either.
at the fact that I love my clit, I'm all about, I'm
We love
happy
it
to have
too.
a clit. So I guess
You're all
that
about the
doesn't-
clit.
That doesn't relate to
I feel Egypt, go at it. Like when you think about Egypt, we've said this before. It's like Egypt, if it was a football game, they returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. They had the Pythagorean theorem and the fucking pyramids, and then they've just been losing yards ever since. They've just been getting crushed. So, I think you need to, you're starting to go for it, but
Punky Johnson. Let's get into it.
I just want to know if your mom has ever had to talk with you about the clit. Has she ever told you, hey, I don't have a clit, but this is what you need to go out there and do with your clit.
you gotta do it for all of us.
Has she shown you your clit so you can, has she shown you the fact that she don't have a clit and how much you need to appreciate your clit?
Do you think she's living vicariously through your clip?
I do a bit on that about how that's the rest of
All the women in your family are living vicariously through your clip. You have to carry the pleasure for every generation before
I
you.
have sex for my mom.
That's right. You do it for Egyptian women everywhere. It's not the Arab Spring, it's the Arab Autumn.
No, I have a lot of making up to do.
And what do they do with the clits after they get rid of the clit?
Yeah, Punky wants to know so she can eat the barrel.
They put him in a sarcophagus.
Yeah, making sarcophagus jokes.
That's right. Yeah.
Nathan, can you give me a visual.
I'm looking at some right here.
Pussy with no clit. Look.
I'm looking
Well, I think, so I haven't actually seen my mom's clit. I found out inadvertently because I know a lot of, they still practice that in Egypt. My mom said she got it done through a doctor, like her and all her sisters went to a doctor to have it done. And it's kind of one of those things that they just always do in Egypt and they keep doing it just because it's tradition.
Wow.
I have cousins that were born there recently and they still have their clit.
So she consented.
She was
She
really
gave
young.
consent.
No, her parents gave consent.
This is
she
more-
was like 4 or
Wait,
5.
how old was your mom when she lost her
She was like, so my mom, she had it done at like 4 or 5, but
This is more perplexing than the Sphinx. I'm literally telling
well,
you.
you guys, okay.
This is
So
very-
really,
very-
I feel like I'm informing everyone, and it's very.
It is. It's very educational. Some of us didn't even know what a clit was until moments ago.
Fellas, this is the front part of your the lady's vagina. You gotta pull the lips back. It's right there.
What's interesting.
That was adorable. We actually knew. I was making a joke.
Which is interesting that I Google searched Egyptian clit, and one of the biggest porn searches is big Egyptian clits because the guys in Egypt probably never see a clit.
Wow. Okie dokie. Thank you, Brian.
Look at it. Look at this. Do you just not understand what I said? Or
Well, I think you should.
What the fuck? Well, good, Brian.
Do you
that you still got your clit, bitch?
All right, let's
prove it right now.
can you have orgasms both ways?
Without a clit.
This has gone really quickly. I realize it's a pretty extreme
I
question.
can't imagine sex being that great without a clit, and I think they just remove a lot of the like extra skin. There's 100 different ways you can have it cut down there. My mom has had the least invasive, so she has most of the sensation.
A fade?
But a lot of it.
She said just a little off the top. Just a little off the top.
Yeah, they're.
Did a black barber do it?
They have the the less.
Do you call your clit the Sinai Peninsula?
Very interesting. Very interesting thing. And what's the overall thought in that what's the reason other than tradition? Like what was the
Other than to
original?
keep women down.
Yeah.
It's to keep women from experiencing
They
pleasure.
didn't. Yeah, they didn't want women.
They don't want women to have pleasure or anything. So here you are
They were
doing stand-up
women living
comedy.
for the man.
So you're doing stand-up comedy. You're basically going against everything. You're trying to get pleasure. You're trying to tickle life skills.
I talk to my mom a lot about sex. I do all of it.
What the fuck she know?
I know.
I don't know shit.
What the fuck she know? Her clit ass.
I tell her, I'm like, Mom, I'm making you proud. Don't even worry.
So wait, but there are not groups of older Egyptian men that are psyched that you're doing stand-up comedy.
Oh, hell no. Half
Okay.
of my family, they think it's a joke.
Well, it is. It's a joke.
They want to cut your fucking clit off.
Literally, if I went back to Egypt and did this shit, it'd probably happen.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a special needs PE teacher.
Wow.
Wow, special needs.
So you just sit in a chair all day?
I'm a PE teacher.
Let's see, phys ed, special needs.
Special needs.
Wow. I would say, Tony, I would say grr, but I guess I'll say grr.
My goodness. So like what kind of games do special needs kids play in phys ed?
Well, right now,
Never ending dodgeball?
For the district I work for, we work closely with
Pin the tail on the Egyptian clit.
Pin the clit on the Egyptian.
That could be a good one.
You nailed it. Lion King.
It took us a few minutes, but we got there.
So the district I work for, we work closely with the Special Olympics, Southern California. So we do a lot of the.
Oh shit! Do you have some of the Olympians? Some of the big Olympians.
No, I'm not that great of a coach.
Like Caitlyn Jenner.
So did the guy call you Islam?
That really did happen.
And you dated him. You still went out with him.
I hooked up with him a few times.
You hooked up with him a few times after he called you Islam. What does that say about you? That's what you need to dig into and understand.
You know what?
I think it starts with the mutilation of the clits and it comes down. But you're a beautiful woman. Like you can handle that. Dude, and we're Jews. We support Israel. We'd like to push your country into the sea. Yeah.
I did.
Oh, that's you on us. That's
right,
you and every Arab nation around
I
us.
did educate him if it makes it any better. I
Well,
did.
good.
What are your thoughts on male circumcision?
Teach their own. Whatever you want.
Okay. As long as nobody's fucking with your Gaza Strip, you really don't
Yeah,
care, right?
like I think it should be like your own personal decision. Like if a girl wants to get her clit cut off, she should have that decision. Not till the age of consent, like 18.
If a girl wants to go to Claire's.
I don't know why other chick would want that. I'm just saying. If a guy wants to circumcise his own dick, he can do that.
No, but the parents
At
choose
18.
that. What do you think about that? When the
I don't
parents
think that's
choose it?
fair. I don't think a parent should make that.
Parents should not make that.
I think it's fair.
How long have you been in America?
I was born and raised here.
Oh, okay. How long have you been teaching special needs physical education?
A little over 3 years.
I never really got an answer as to some of the games or whatever that you guys actually play.
So Special Olympics right now we're doing soccer for the Special Olympics.
Oh, okay.
I'll finish
You
up
mean
those games.
Oh,
She mean kickball.
We're doing soccer.
Are you? What else do you like? What other hobbies do you have outside?
I have 2 dogs. I love the beach. Love.
Damn, Tinder profile.
There you go.
Love to read.
Love the beach. I have a clit. Swipe left if you want a clit. There you go.
You're Tindering the sensation. Does he still have it?
Is that all your hair?
This is real.
Oh shit.
That's real.
Straight
Do your
Egyptian
scalp
wave
check?
right here.
Would you consider
Come in and
it?
check the scalp.
Oh shit, the official scalp check from Punky Johnson. It's good. Shit's been confirmed.
You got the good hair.
Well, Lydia, I really want to thank you for sharing that very compelling, and I'm serious, it was very educational, and I'm pretty sure it makes all of us appreciate having 100% of our private parts. So thank you for all of that, and great performance, my stuff. Lydia Dobrow. Lydia Dobrow. GHOPR. Very fun. There you go. Ooh, Punky's not letting her go. Damn. Punky.
Damn.
How about making some noise for the incredible drawing of Ryan J. Ebelt, ladies and gentlemen. While you all sat there, he drew tonight's episode. He has something very, 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 the most special thing ever coming out soon.
That's awesome, dude.
I can't wait to be able to talk about it. But that's big announcements coming on the Ryan J. Ebelt art front, on the Kill Tony live front. Big places coming up in 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, Punky Johnson just made her Kill Tony panel debut. That's her first time on the show. Certainly will definitely not be her last. What else do you have going on, Punky? Anything you want to plug, or Twitter, or Instagram, or website, or something?
So just holler at me at Punky Johnson, Punkie Johnson on every fucking thing, and wish me luck. I'm filming something for something and something and something and something.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Tiffany Haddish has been a guest on the show 4, 5, 6 times. She was the Patriot once. I warned you, if you go back to those episodes, I tell you throughout that she's the future over and over and over and over and over again. Every single time I always made a point to. She's hosting Saturday Night Live in 2 weeks. This is your first time seeing Punky Johnson, and I'm telling you, she's coming for all of you. She's going to be a fucking star. One more time for Punky. Well, she's still not too busy to do this show. The unbelievable 2 of my favorite comedians in the world, the great and powerful Sklar Brothers, ladies and gentlemen. 2 of our favorite guests ever. Thank you so much for coming out. What are you guys going to?
Thanks, buddy. We're going to be in Bloomington, Indiana this weekend at the Comedy Attic, one of the best rooms in the country. Love it. Be there this weekend. We'll be in Houston the next weekend at the Come and Take It Festival. Very cool. Doing a lot of podcasts there. We have our podcast, Dumb People Town, and Sports View from the Cheap Seats, which we'll be doing Dumb People Town for sure.
Yes.
Love it. This is one of our favorite things in the world to do, is this show. I love it.
And we love having you. The Sklar Brothers, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremiah Watkins had to take off a bit early. He is, I'll just let you guys take care of it. How about Pat Reagan, ladies and gentlemen, the band leader?
Hey, check out our new album, Check Your Head.
Joel Jimenez.
Tony, I want to say Caleb from last week. He's here. He was sleeping again during this whole episode.
Hey, there he is, Caleb, the star of last week's show.
Maybe we'll see him dozing off next week.
He fell asleep early on in the show, and then at the end of the show made his comedic debut and actually had a really good set.
Boom. Follow me, I'm Mostly Sorry. Thanks, guys.
He's Mostly Sorry, and I'm at Tony Hinchcliffe. All those dates are at TonyHinchcliffe.com, Australia, La Jolla, and a great many things coming up. Brian Redband.
See you guys.
Thanks so much for Brian Redband, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
I gotta go around here? Lord. What is this web? Everything.
You should know this. Oh, you're too close. Step back. Make sure everybody's in the frame.
He's the camera guy.
He knows the camera. His fingers.
What? It took like 5. Take a look at that.
I don't know if you guys saw one shot. Myself in there.